Hey guys, it's Lizandria and I used to make content on Instagram, but now I have switched over to YouTube, and the type of content I like to make are vlogs, talking videos, TV show commentary, and movie commentary. And today is going to be a TV show commentary, and this is kind of a revamp video because, like I say in my intro, I used to make content on Instagram, and I already made this video on Instagram, but sadly I don't have the footage in my phone anymore. And I'm not gonna screen record off of Instagram, like that's just too much, so I might as well just remake the video. So, but if you're new here, subscribe down below, and if you're not new, welcome back. And today we're gonna be talking about, as you can read in the title and possibly the thumbnail, the derailment of Courtney. Now, if you know me, like if you are subscribed to me and have been on my Instagram, you know I adore total drama. I love total drama so dearly and truly. It's literally my favorite show. Like, it's just something about them Canadian television series that always just, you know, get you like right. But if you don't know me on Instagram or anything like that, obviously you don't follow me and you know you've never seen my face before, I love total drama. It may not look like it like on this channel because I don't talk about total drama too often, but I do watch total drama quite often, and I could literally tell you like the shows like from my front and back of my hand. The only show that I can't really necessarily talk about is Total Drama All-Stars and Pockettail Island, because those are the worst seasons ever. So, but today we're gonna get into the derailment of Courtney. So I got my notes sitting right here in front of me, and let's just get into it. So let's talk about Courtney in season 1. Courtney was an uptight goody-goody girl. She was a team player, but a bit bratty. It was kind of rare, but you know, yeah, but she was an overall nice person, and she was a very likable character. She did what she had to do for the team, and when she would chicken out at times, she would acknowledge it and try to better herself for the good of the group. You can definitely see this when in the phobia factor challenge, when she chickens out of jumping into a pool of green jelly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no, it's editing Lizandria. I am really embarrassed because I meant to say, oh my gosh, guys, it's a coincidence. I think I was so shocked that it was green that I kept saying, oh my gosh, it's not a coincidence, not watching my words. Guys, I promise you, this was a coincidence. I did not try to pair it with the green jelly and the green LED lights and my green pillowcase. I promise you, guys, it was a coincidence, but I was too excited in the moment, so yeah, continue watching. It's not a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. I'm just like, my LED lights are green right now. I don't know if you guys, trust me, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, I promise you, it's not. And my pillowcase right there is green, but yeah, and my favorite character is Courtney, but I promise you that's not why the LED lights are green. I just thought it would be the nice mood for the video. But yeah, she acknowledged that, you know, she did chicken out and she felt really weak, but you know, but she tried to better herself for the team, and that's what I really did like about Courtney. You know, Courtney was just literally very likable. Courtney's love interest. All right, Courtney and Duncan's relationship in season 1 was like no other. Even though you would never come to see Courtney with a dude like Duncan, it worked because she saw the good in Duncan and wanted to help better himself. You could also tell she liked Duncan in her presence in season 1 to help her loosen up and not take everything so seriously. Duncan and Courtney's relationship was the best in season 1 because the build up and the excitement about two opposites becoming a couple, literally. And also my favorite total drama couple character is Courtney and Duncan. That's like my top one. I'm not gonna get into my other couples. I don't really like anyone else except for Bridget and Jeff. Like, the build up to Bridget and Jeff was beautiful, but like I hate how they turned them into like this like kissing PDA couple. But season 1 of Bridget and Jeff's relationship, really good. But I don't really like anyone else's, but Duncan and Courtney's I really adore. Now, I'm not going to get into Courtney's elimination in the rest, only for season 1, only because okay, I'm going to go on and state my opinions. I'm glad, like, in the seasons that she got kicked off. I'm not even going to get into Sunday Money Sunday. We know, as the Total Drama fandom, that is the worst episode ever written, ever, of the Total Drama franchise. like for seasons 2, 3, and 5, her elimination was just so breath, like it was a fresher breath air because she was so annoying. But in season 1, her elimination was way different for me, but I'm gonna get into that right now. All right, Courtney's elimination season 1 was so unfair. I mean, yes, Harold did get his revenge on Duncan. He really could have done it in another way, like maybe right after Duncan and Courtney got like more serious, or maybe he could have kicked off, like maybe did some sort of revenge thing, or maybe like hurt Duncan. I'm not a person for physical violence, but you know, maybe, but since you know Total Drama is all about hurting people, you know, maybe that could have been another way. But not eliminate Courtney. Like, oh my gosh. So Courtney did have every right to beat Harold with a lamppost because she got unfairly kicked off. Like, she really did. Harold rigged the votes to get back at Duncan, and she was unfairly kicked off. After Courtney's revenge, that's when her character really started to get derailed. Okay, let's talk about the $1 million episode. So the true derailment started here when she figured out she was not going to be on season 2, which made her go crazy and have a lawsuit against the show against Courtney in season 2. She became annoying to watch and unbearable because she was obsessed and stressed that she had a PDA and filed a lawsuit against the producers. And she wanted Duncan's focus to be on her and nothing else. She did strive for invincibility so she wouldn't get kicked off. Personally, I think Courtney knew no one liked her anymore, so she tried to win invincibility as much as possible so she wouldn't get voted off, like Heather in season 1. And personally, this is just me personally, I think Courtney knew that she was no longer likable. She was overbearing. No one necessarily liked her, but she knew she had to get an upper hand so she could win the $1 million. I think even though they tried in season 2 try to paint Justin as the strategist, Courtney was the true strategist in season 2 because she knew that no one liked her anymore, because you know she filed a lawsuit against the producers. She had an upper hand in a lot of the challenges because you know she got special treatment and everything like that, and no one liked that. What can I say? Let's talk about Duncan and Courtney in season 2. The spark of the relationship was no longer there because even though Duncan could catch slight feelings for her during like season 2, he knew she wasn't the same and started to become unlikable. And he just knew she just became a hot mess, and you know, he didn't like that no more. We're gonna talk about the manhunt episode. That episode was messy for all the characters, but this is when they tried to insert the infamous love triangle between Gwen, Duncan, and Courtney, but also trying to rekindle Duncan and Courtney's relationship, which obviously didn't work. And it also told us about Courtney before the new season, because at the end, you know, the manhunt episode, when they're still like on the set of, you know, Total Drama Action, she's like, I'm back for another season, but I think I'll just insert the clip of that scene. Yeah, please don't copyright me. Fresh TV.
Looks like I'm back for another season, and I'll be keeping a much closer eye on Gwen. So not trusting that boyfriend stealer.
Right, now we're gonna talk about Courtney in season 3. After Duncan got booted for not singing, Courtney started to go back to the character she once was, goody-goody, CIT, and trying to better herself for the team. Like I said, because Courtney was a little bit unbearable in the beginning when Duncan was there, but when Duncan left, she was okay. Like, she really was starting to become a redeemable character. You could redeem it. But once Duncan came back, she was obsessed with him, and she was obsessed with Duncan, and that's all she ever cared about. And then when she found out that Duncan and Gwen kissed, it literally just ruined her entire character, because she would cry, mope, and scream. And all she wanted to do was just get revenge on Gwen and Duncan. And this is when she became unlikable and unbearable again, because that's all her character was at that point. She stopped focusing on the game like she once was doing in the earlier episodes, and just only was trying to focus on getting Gwen or Duncan kicked off. Mainly more so Gwen, I think, but you know, she was trying to get them both kicked off the show. Talk about Courtney in season 5. Although I do not watch Total Drama All Stars nor Pockettail Island, but I'm not talking about Pockettail. But even though I do not watch season 5 All Stars because it's a terrible season, Ed McDonald, yes, we know he was not good for the franchise, but let's just get into it. Courtney kind of became like a up in the air character in season 5. She would be mean, unbearable, a team player. It just didn't make sense. Like, she was like her character was all over the place. And don't even get me started on Sunday. Don't even get me started on this Sunday Muddy Sunday episode. That was just the worst episode. Ed McDonald. I'm sorry, what? And her character ended on such a bad note, in a very distasteful, it just left a very distasteful taste in my mouth. And she didn't interact with Duncan at all throughout the season. She only interacted with him once when they were switching teams from villains to heroes. The only time she interacted with Duncan, she didn't interact. In this storyline, you can tell that the new writers did not go back and watch season 3, because they were talking about how Gwen was talking about Duncan was not dating Courtney, and you can't steal the boy when the boy is free. But then if you go back in season 3, Gwen is in like the bathroom confessional talking about some right when I become friend-ish with Courtney, I steal her boyfriend. So obviously the writers did not do a good job with that, but let's just continue. All right, now I want to talk about Courtney and Scott. It was a weird concept, but I think they tried to do like a repeat of what they did in season 1, like the unexpected love interest, but it just didn't work, because even though this video is not about Scott's character also got derailed, so it didn't work. But like, I don't want to say his character got derailed, more so flanderized than it did derailed, because in season 4, you know, when Scott was in Revenge of the Island of Rhodey, I don't know if I should have called it that, but when he was in Revenge of the Island, he was a very schemy farm boy, but he was a little dumb at times. Like, he could be a little dumb. Now in season 5, he just became the dumb farm boy. So it wasn't necessarily derailment, it was more so flanderization. But when you pair a flanderized character, and a derailed character, it doesn't work for a love interest. Like, it just doesn't work, because the relationship was really awkward. All right, guys, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Mainly subscribe, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye.